I think he called the miracle. Sorry.
Miracle on Ice, Part
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, he called.
Part 7. This is Part 7, and there went all the stuff.
The Book of History.
Yeah. Yeah, Al
Yeah,
Michaels did that.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's why I like him,
Mm-hmm.
because that to me is my favorite sports moment ever. And I was like 10 or 11 watching that game, and like, wow. And so that voice kind of stuck.
Oh, yeah, Al Michaels.
I really like his style, you know. But yeah, some people are just like, ugh. Just like, it's, ugh. You know? But I'll turn the...
Howard Cosell, that's one that always sticks.
Yeah.
Everybody said I would be another Cosell, and I thought, no, Cosell was just kind of that New York smug.
I remember him from the boxing, the Muhammad Ali days. You know, Muhammad Ali and
Joe Frazier and all
Joe
that.
Frazier, thank you, yeah. Yeah, I liked him, watching him do the boxing matches back then, you know. I don't really even know who...
Boxing is one of those niche sports now. MMA took over pretty much.
Oh, true, yeah.
So boxing's a niche. Like if HBO or Showtime, if I'm flipping channels on the weekend or something like that, I see a boxing match, I'll sit and watch for a little bit. Or if I catch one on like one of the ESPN channels one night, I'll sit and watch. It doesn't bother me.
Because it's like, now it's boxing. It's just this. Boxing is one element of MMA. It's like, I gotta watch MMA and I get everything. But MMA is like, it's almost like too out of control.
Yeah.
You know, but boxing is structured. It's you know, you got
There's
points.
a reason why they call boxing the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. It's a point system, you know, and it's like MMA. It's like, okay, you know, I mean, it's kind of judgment call, or if you get, you know, who knocks down who more, takes down who. But
No, there's some really funny boxing stories. I'll tell you a story about a boxer. There's a story out there where there's a boxer who literally bankrupted an entire town. This was back in the 20s, early 20s. It was like the Rumble in the Jungle with Ali, and I think Foreman went down into like South America or some Africa, and the entire town went bankrupt. Well, that happened to a town called Shelby, Montana in 1923. The reigning heavyweight champion of the world, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Crud, I got a brain lapse, and I forgot.
19 when?
23.
Oh, 23. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When Jack Johnson?
No, it wasn't Jack Johnson. I can't remember his name.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm thinking of people from the day.
Jack Dempsey.
There you go. Okay.
Jack Dempsey was a heavyweight champ, and he was going to fight this fight in Shelby, Montana, and they were going to cut this deal and make all this money and stuff off of that, though, too. Well, what happened was they built this 50,000-seat wooden stadium in this little cavern in Shelby, and nobody showed up. And he won the fight, I think by a decision, and the town went bankrupt. All the banks failed, and the whole town went south. And he didn't even get a chance to shower after the match. They just threw his clothes on. They tossed his bag to him and said, hurry up, let's get the hell out of here. And they jumped on the train, the first train out of town. And the town went bust.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. I hadn't heard that story.
Look up on YouTube, Not So Great Y'all Knew Not So Great Moments in Sports. They tell that story. And then they actually show like film. They show some pictures from the fight, and they actually show a little bit of film footage from it. And they tell the story and stuff like that, and the whole town just went boom, bust.
Wow. God.